EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to downtown Detroit and Ford Field, the home of the Lions. Here is the Spring League star, Jake Bates, set to get this one going. And off we go from Ford Field. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Only a gain of 1 on the game's opening play. Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. Oh, intercepted on the 2nd play of the game. Picked off by Fabian Moreau.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Gibbs. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Is caught left side by St. Brown. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. They're going to run out of the gun with Gibbs. That one never got started. Too much defensive pressure. They drop him in the backfield. On play action, Rodgers. It is brought in the end zone. Touchdown, Lions. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Russ. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, Russ. Short pass taken in by the tight end. It's a pickup of 13 yards. 1st down, Jacksonville. In motion comes Thomas. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And this one is caught, but the momentum, that'll take him out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Could not get himself turned upfield.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. They send Evans in motion. That one intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. Bates now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions move out on top. 14-0. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. There's Evans. He's got it. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a 1st down. Now a give up the middle, and he's not going to get away. They'll knock him back to his own territory. They get him on the other side of midfield.
Well, as been the case this entire 1st half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got that to the rookie 1st-round pick, Brian Thomas. And he'll be very close to a 1st down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. They'll bring him down right at the 35, but that is good enough. They pick up the first down.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
The throw is going to be caught, and it works to perfection. A double pass leading to a run into the end zone for a touchdown. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars are on the board. It's now 14-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. So they come to the line for first down and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Quick throw, taken in. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive. But now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field.
And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Detroit. That is second touchdown of the game. This one, number 7 on the year. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will take a 21-7 lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Wilson on first down. He'll let this one go. Deep for Thomas. And he's going to take this one all the way. 70 yards. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Rodgers on first down. A throw on the move is caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So after one, it's the Lions who have the early lead. And we are back to the Motor City in a moment. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. From the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And he's going to be out of bounds, but they're going to mark him inside the 10-yard line. A couple of big plays one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. And a good job to make sure he didn't get loose. Brought down around the 7. He's got it at the 3. And some space opening up as he works it down to the 2. Big play coming up. 3rd and goal. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. 3rd and goal for Aaron Rodgers. And he's in. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Lions. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Putting the tight end in motion. Drive and start on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll stick with him again. And he'll work this forward to the 35. Brian Branch in on the tackle. Here now, 3rd and 5. Wilson to throw. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. And he looks to be a bit short of the line. And that is going to bring up 4th down.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on downs.
It's always a gamble anytime you go for 4th down on your side of the field, but they clearly thought they had a play that they liked, but the defense came up huge, and now their offense is going to have a chance to capitalize and take advantage of this short field.
That's a short one caught by Laporta. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. They send him right out of the slot. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. A 1st down throw from Rodgers. That is caught. What a throw. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the 1st half. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And for the 3rd time in this first half, he's been intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And he's going to score again. How about that for a daily double? The 2nd defensive touchdown he's scored in this game. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. They'll begin here on the ground. Oh, and he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. Next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
And this time, they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
Tight end going in motion here. Now Russ. He'll get this out to his running back.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
3rd and a yard. They'll try to get this one on the ground. His defense falls over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. Greg and I back from Ford Field in Detroit in a moment. It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Got his man. It's complete to Thomas. And he's going to have the 1st down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down. From the shotgun, Wilson going up top for Evans. He's got it. And he's very close to a touchdown. They mark him just shy of the goal line. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. 1st down and goal. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
2nd and goal this close to the end zone. It makes sense, Mike, to keep the ball on the ground, but what you're not planning for is that you suffer a loss. So give credit to this defense. They've now changed the entire equation. It's 3rd and goal, but they're not so close anymore.
That one only good for a gain of 1 to the 2 to set up 3rd and goal.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And That's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
They send Evans in motion. And he will take it in himself. Touchdown, Jaguars. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. The Lions call their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. First down for Aaron. Going for it all. That's caught. And he will score again. Touchdown, Lions. 3 touchdowns for him. Numbers 6, 7, and 8 on the season. Here's Bates for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions add on one more as they extend their second quarter lead. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Bigsby to return it. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. On first down, Wilson. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
And for the 4th time today, he has been intercepted. Picked off by Brian Branch.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Uh-oh.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
From the gun, Rodgers. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Rodgers on 3rd and 2. He's got it at the 7. And the offense will take one here. Timeout with 6 left on the second quarter clock.
No, Mike, I really like this game plan, right? The strategy on 3rd and short so often is, okay, just get enough for the first down. If you decide to air it out, everything short, get a fresh set of downs. They're saying the defense is going to pack it in close. They're protecting the sticks. So let's just throw it over their head and try to go for a big play.
Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This from 34 yards. Bates' kick is good. The Lions attack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Here's 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. A-Rod now to throw on 1st down. Comeback route, and he's got it. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. What a way to kick. That's a gain of 30 and another 1st down. Rodgers to throw. Now a shot here, deep middle. And that is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
Again, working deep downfield. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it'll be 3rd down. Rodgers going up top again. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10. Again, it's Rodgers. Quick slant taken in by Amon-Ra. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. The motion man is Raymond. On 2nd down, it's Gibbs. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a 1st down. Here's Gibbs, trying to create some space, but will not find much. He'll get a yard. He'll mark it at the 3. A little closer. Here's 2nd and goal. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
A-Rod out of the gun here on 3rd down. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. For Aaron Rodgers, a milestone moment. His 500th National Football League touchdown pass. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. They put Wilson in motion. Up the middle they go. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Defensive coaches preach every day, Mike, swarm to the ball. Get as many hats to the ball carrier as possible. And this is a great reason why. The ball carrier is able to make the first guy miss, but it was the pursuit from the rest of the defense that's able to get him down and keep him to no gain.
Wilson now to throw on third down. Now a ball deep, middle of the field.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out and go up for an offensive rebound and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
That's taken in. He will have the first down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the third quarter. They convert on fourth down. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And a good one here on the ground across midfield. Let's give him 9 for the carry. Second and a yard. Out of the gun, here's Russ. Going up top for Evans. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel in. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection, and maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down. Here's a handoff out of the gun, and he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Extra point by Little is good. And the Jaguars cut into the lead a little bit. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's second and 5. Man in motion, heading left. From the gun, here's Gibbs. And some good running there. That's a first down up to the 43. In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Rodgers on first down. Working the sideline, that's St. Brown. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And you'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Josh Hines-Allen there on the tackle. Look him up on a second down and 8. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Rodgers. He'll let this go towards the end zone. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Amon-Ra, St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. Bates, good with the extra point. And the Lions add on to their already sizable lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Bigsby to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
It's first down, and they'll run. And he'll take this past the 30. A gain of 6, mark it at the 31. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Handoff here, up the middle. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Here's a designed run. Trying to tiptoe around the defenders there. He'll wind up with a gain of 5. They send Evans in motion. And a good tackle out wide will hold them to a gain of just 3. Here's 3rd and 2. Now this looks like a design run. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line with the official signal. He's got enough for the 1st down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. Now this time, he'll set up to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Brian Thomas, the intended receiver. It's 2nd down. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Now give on the ground. Pickup of 14 on that one. That's good for a Jaguar. 1st down.
Typically in a 3rd down situation like this, Mike, you're thinking pass. But give credit to this offensive play caller. He flips his tendencies upside down, keeps the ball on the ground. Not only does he get a fresh set of downs, they pick up good yardage.
And it'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
Well, here he is just taking over this drive from the running back spot. And frankly, Mike, any time the secondary and defensive backs are making a lot of tackles downfield, you know the offensive line's doing their job up front, and we can see the results.
Wilson lines up in the pistol. Oh, for the 5th time, he is intercepted. Picked off by Terrion Arnold. And he'll be out of bounds, but gives them some breathing room. Up to the 35-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You've got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
2nd down and 8. Here's Gibbs. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Here's a handoff to Gibbs, left side. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. To throw is Rodgers. He'll look deep, left sideline. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
Well, I think one thing's for sure, Mike. I don't think we're seeing an offense that is comfortable with this late lead. They're continuing to put pressure on the defense and say, hey, I don't care how much we're up by. We're going to continue to execute our passing game, and if there's opportunities downfield, we're going to continue to take them.
15-yard pickup there. Good for a Lions first down. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. First down, and they stick with Gibbs. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 2nd down and 3. Now Rodgers. That is caught by the tight end. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. Bates, good with the extra point. And the Lions stretch things out even further. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Bigsby to return it. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. First and 10. In the shotgun, Wilson. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Quick throw, taken in. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
Again, Wilson. Quick throw here is complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they have an internal clock in their head. How does my protection match up with the rush and the route concept I'm trying to attack downfield. In this case, he's looking downfield, realizes quickly this ball's got to come out, checks it down to his underneath drag, picks up what he can. We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
On third down, here's Wilson. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They've fought till the end, but still will come up short.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
So it's a win here for the Lions. They got out of the gates hot, ran out to the big first quarter lead, did not look back as they cruise in this one. And that'll do it for my partner Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tariq. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from downtown Detroit.